Good morning to all. Myself Sonakshi Majumdar. Today I am going to teach you class 6th subject Social Science Geography chapter 1, The Earth in the Solar System. So take out your book and be ready. It is very wonderful to watch the sky after sunset. One would first see one or two bright dots shining in the sky. Soon you would notice the number of shining dots increasing. Then you cannot count them anymore. The whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects. Some of them are bright and others are dim. It seems as if the sky is stirred with diamonds. They all appear to be twinkling, but if you look at them carefully, you will notice that some of them do not twinkle as others do. They simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon shines. You may also notice the moon on most of the days along with these bright objects. It may, however, appear at different times, in different shapes, and at different positions. Only once in about a month's time you can see the full moon. It is called Purnima or full moon night. You cannot see it at all a fortnight later. It is called Amavasya or a new moonlight. On this day, you can watch the night sky best, provided it is a clear night. Do you ever wonder why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during daytime? It is because the very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these bright tiny objects of the night sky. The sun, the moon, and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very huge and hot. They are made up of various gases. They have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. The sun is also a star. Countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light, and they look so tiny because they are very far from us. You just have noticed that how small an aeroplane looks when it is flying at a great height. It is because all objects look smaller when seen from a distance. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by different groups of stars. These are called constellations. Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is the Saptarishi. Sapt means seven, Rishi means sages or small bear. It is a group of seven stars. You can see figure 1.1, it is given in your book. Saptarishi that forms a part of the large Ursa Major constellation. Ask someone elder to show you more stars, planets, and constellations in the sky. People used to determine direction during the night with the help of stars in ancient times. The North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called the pole star. It always remains in the same direction. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of the Saptarishi. Look at figure 1.1. You will see that if an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer stars and extended further, it will point to the pole star. Some celestial bodies are lit by the light of the stars. They do not have their own heat and light. Such bodies are called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. The earth on which we live is a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. If we look at the earth from a great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just as the moon. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. It is a companion of our earth and moves round it. Like our earth, there are 8 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Some of them have their moons too. Okay, students, that's all for today's topic. Next topic I will explain in my next video. Your homework is to read the chapter. Okay, till then, bye. Take care.